Yo, Fortuna, the newcomer I told you about is ready to meet you. She doesn't even have a familiar yet, so I'm contacting you on her behalf. Say the word and I'll bring her to your place. Let's do it. Oh, is that us? What's that? Oh, that's the new witch? Fuck me, I look like shit. Don't know why I even bothered to go shopping if I don't feel like eating. Or is it Fortuna? I guess my future self will thank me when I get stoned tonight. What the? Today's my birthday. Should have gotten myself a cake or whatever. I'll put a candle on a hot dog or something. Ooh. Will Nation release a new game soon? It's been way too long since Hotline Miami 3. Maybe I can start another run of Elden Ring. Elden Ring too. I don't know why I even get up in the morning. Life doesn't make any fucking sense. Don't make any fucking sense. How does everyone else manage not to hate themselves? I wish I was brave enough to drop out of uni. I don't even like computer science. God, I'd rather kill myself than go to work in an office. I'd rather not work at all. I wish there was a way to stop existing altogether. Damn. It's time for another super bacteria to come and sweep all of us away again. I'm sure that with my luck, I'd be among the survivors. I hope those idiots don't ask me to come out today for my birthday. I don't feel like seeing anyone. Oh God, that's so me. Ugh, fuck, I forgot the toilet paper. Surprise! Oh, who's this guy? Come on, guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Aw, happy birthday, dear. That name? What? Creepy. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Aww. It's sweet. Annie. Happy birthday. Did we surprise you? Ah. Come on, make a wish. I, I wish. Don't say it out loud or it won't come true. Okay? In that case. Ah, and there she is. Oh, it's a guy. Ooh, there he is. Welcome, I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I don't know. Oh, that's fine. I guess you're still figuring things out. Ah, yes. First, I need to come to terms with being in outer space and having become a witch. That's right, you're a witch now, girl. How'd you know I'm a woman? Oh, okay. Only women can become witches. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's no doubt about it. Everyone seemed to be clearer than me on everything. I haven't even had a chance to get out of the closet to myself. Oh, I see. Interesting choices. I haven't even had a chance to get out of my closet to myself, but everyone here keeps addressing me as a woman. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather have me switch back to masculine pronouns? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm just angry it didn't all happen on my terms. Well, you have an eternity ahead of you to enjoy your true self. I guess I should be celebrating, but I can't still picture myself out of this ugly beard and hoodie. Well, we could just shave it and grow longer hair. I believe I can help you with that if you'd like. What do you have in mind? Some kind of glow up? You'll be the one doing the transition. True, I'll just offer some guidance. It's not very different from what all of us witches had to go through. None of us ascended in these cool robes and hats. I'm an engineer. I wouldn't even know where to begin with designing an outfit. It'll all come to you, trust me. Shall we perform a rite? I did it for my sister once. You can just relax. This is a pretty cool moment in the witch's life. Ah, I'm in your hands. Whatever. First of all, I'm gonna summon a Fate Mancer's disc to check our chances of success. Oh, check on our chances of success for the ritual. Chances of success? Does this mean I can fail? Not really, it'll just mean you'll take more time to figure out your witch identity, but it'll come to you in time. Great. Just try to enjoy it. Sure. What do I have to do? There are many ways to go about this. My favorite one is by making some tea. I'm going to interview you to try to find some elements that are fundamental to your essence. Then we'll pour them into this teapot and brew a cathartic infusion. This sounds so surreal. But sure, I'm game. It can be pretty delicious. A good friend of mine taught me this method and now I wouldn't go about it any other way. I'm kind of envious since this is something a witch can only taste before transitioning. Are you ready? Of course. Interview the shit out of me. Question. Tell me about yourself. Oh, what to say about myself? What do you like to do? A bit of your background, whatever you think is essential to your being. When I was about 10 years old, I saw a boar trample my friend to death during a school trip. That is oddly specific. It's the first thing that came to mind, and I find myself thinking about it too often whenever my mind's idle. Of course, let it flow. I like electronic music, video games, spicy food, Western movies, and gardening. Oh, gardening can be a great asset for a witch. Well, I mostly grew marijuana and chili peppers. Is there pot in space? Is there pot in space? There is everything in the universe. But recreationally speaking, there's way better stuff you can get a hold of now, being a witch and all. Nice, I could do with some of that. Sure, I'll set you up with a friend of mine. Did you do anything creative? Not really. Maybe cooking. I love cooking, but too often I find myself too depressed to cook anything at all. Well, you have all the time in the world now. Sure. So, did you find anything useful? Let's add some electronic music. Let's add that childhood trauma of yours. Add recreational gardening. Let's add spicy food. Electronic music? Why that out of everything? Music has some mystical properties to it that allow us to connect with what we can't verbalize. It's a magic language in its own right. Cool. Let's continue. What would you dream of doing as a witch? I don't know. What does a witch typically do? Eat children in cursed towns? No. Well, not typically. You can do whatever you want. Some of us take care of magical gardens, some other craft daggers, some others organize cosmic orgies. Myself, I dabble in divination. I don't know. I just want to have fun. Make some true friendships, visit different places. I felt trapped for too long in my apartment. I want to be free. You can do all that outside of your occupation. Any crafts you may be interested in? I don't know. I was preparing myself to become a computer engineer. I also enjoy growing stuff, so making potions? Or maybe an explorer? That could work. Any excuse to visit lots of cool places? I see. What to add as your vocation? Scientist witch, gardener witch, traveling merchant. That's nice. That could be it. I would say traveling merchant witch. The traveling part sounds fun. But I don't know if I have the charisma to become a merchant. You do. We witches all have charisma. I'd say one can't ascend without the necessary charisma. Comes with the package. Once you found your true self, I'm sure you'll be radiant. I hope so. Alright, I think I can picture myself roaming the cosmos with my wares. Nice. Question. What would your ideal aesthetic be? I don't have a single clue. Definitely not this. I can't imagine. Use your instincts. Pour out any words, any keywords that may come to mind. I don't know. What could be the opposite of this? I'm too embarrassed to say anything out loud, to be honest. I'm not comfortable speaking so openly about how I'd like to look. Take your time. Something flashy? Sexy? Ah, shit, what am I saying? I feel like any look would be too big for me to fill. Oh. I want to feel good about myself, but I also don't want to overdo it. He's not confident. She's not confident enough. A witch isn't capable of overdoing her looks. You met Dahlia, right? Fuck yes, but she's one hell of a woman. You're a hell of a woman too. I don't feel so ready to own that. Oh, okay, how about something hot, something exotic, something empowering? She did say sexy. I like exotic. I think exotic is kind of similar to hot. Something exotic? Oh no, I'm not a fan of that word. Why not? It's really cool. I'd rather do regular cool, not exotic cool. Aw, dang it. Trust you can own the look though. Believe in yourself. Okay. I have enough. Let's pour you a cup. The odds on that disc. No, they're good enough. Fill the rest with your willpower. Can do this. Oh my god, I'm a bad fortune teller. Let's drink this. Cheers. Damn. Oh my god. She looks so hot. Oh my god. I mean goodness, you look amazing. Do I? Peppermancer. Yes, you are stunning. Can't wait to get in front of a mirror, but I feel stunning myself, yes. Feel weightless. This is amazing, Fortuna. Thank you so much. Oh, she's smiling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, congratulations. How can I ever repay you? Just become the best witch you can be. Enjoy it. You can count on it. Can you feel it now? You're calling? Yes! I am the Peppermancer. Oh, that is so cool. What are your powers about? I don't know yet. Something spicy, that's for sure. I need to find a fitting name for this persona. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do from now on. So many questions. I feel anxious and excited. I can help you out with that. My specialty is helping witches dealing with questions using my deck. Oh, Dahlia told me about that. I was kind of bummed when you decided to brew some tea instead of letting me see your deck. So, yes, please. I'd love to see your cards in action. It'll be my pleasure. Gosh, she looks so cool. I propose we look into what role you'll play in the coven, so you can form a better picture of where to direct your training. Yeah, that's cool. Also, what do you say we look into the future to see what you'll call yourself so you can start using your name right away? Yes, please! I can't go by Untitled Witch projects forever. Nice. Anything else you want to ask while we're at it? I'm fine with just that. Let's leave some room for discovery. Very well. Now focus on these questions while I shuffle my deck. Okay, I thought I messed it up. Whew. The bone marrow of the behemoth sears thoughts, a love too intense, on the verge of turning into hatred, in need of finding a partner, a pain that can beget isolation. Glass doll and the snowcat's eyes are teeming with primal urges. Deception, unknown, introspection, rejection, bad omen, yearning, passion. Name? Ileana. Ooh, that's a good name. Violet. Nah. Faye. Oh, Faye. Kaya. No, not Kaya. Faye or Ileana. I like Faye. You are Faye, the Peppermancer. Whoa, Faye. Sounds so alien to me. It feels like stealing a name from a identity database or something. But I like it a lot. I'll do my best to live up to this name. Aw, thank you so much, Fortuna. You're welcome, Faye. Moonstone. Your talents will grow exponentially in a very short amount of time. You'll even get to surpass some of the oldest witches. Your beginnings will be tough. Conservative witches will put you through absurd trials just to undermine the validity of newcomers. I think this will make sense. Like every beginning is tough. So let's do this one. Yeah. Your beginnings will be tough. Conservative witches will put you through absurd trials just to undermine the validity of newcomers. Why would they do that? Right now, the hot topic in our coven is what to do with the corpse with our former leader. And there are two fronts. Those who want to absorb her and become more powerful, and those who'd rather scatter her throughout the cosmos so more witches can ascend, just like you did. I'm afraid you're about to become a tool for political discourse until the coven settles down. And what if I just go and beat all those challenges? Yeah, that would make a strong case in favor of accepting more newcomers. Whoa, what a shift in confidence. Yeah, I believe in her. The peppermancy suits you. I don't know, I'm roaring to it. Say, can we look at how I'll do in such trials? Of course, I'll draw a new card. Ooh, maxed. Snake oil. It will be ground down. Oh no. And the conservative witches will use your failures to make their case against accepting more newcomers. Oh, you will emerge victorious from even the most unfair trials. You'll earn the respect of the totality of the coven. Yeah. Fuck yes! Everyone get ready for Super Witch is born. Love your energy. This new life keeps getting better and better. Thank you so much, Fortuna. My pleasure. Aww. That's a wrap. How'd you like my divination? Super cool. You've got a great talent. Although I'm not sure if I'll resort to it again anytime soon. There's something dreadful in becoming aware of the fate's existence and knowing you can't escape it. Not that you're to blame, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it can cause that effect. I'm sure I'd lose it if I had a talent like yours. It's so tempting and so scary at the same time. I'll stick to the peppermancy. It can be maddening at times, yes. What are you planning to do now? Delia wanted to introduce me to more people. And now I feel ready for it, thanks to you. Happy to hear that. Please come and visit me again anytime. I will. Goodbye. Ooh, she's flying and there's the red, oh god, the fire on her feet. That's so cool. Super enjoyed that. I thought we would fail, but turns out pretty good. I enjoyed it. Let's make more new cards. Oh god, I'm so sad about Gracie though. She looks so cute. Oh yeah, she has a third eye. Ooh, I feel different. Idana's eye is pulsing inside my skull. I feel as if I could see beyond the pictorial representations of Arcana. Maybe it could spend a little magic to peek behind the cosmic curtain. Oh. There's a lot of fire energy. Boundless. Yeah, let's do it. I want to save the air energy, so make it looks like the baby is holding this red stuff. Consciousness of the many selves, relentless rectitude, true guilt. The ever-flowing water from the jugs represent inner desire. Determination, rightfulness, introspection, alliance, courage, happiness, yearning, passion. That's a good card. Let's make one more. Pleasant Priory. Let's do it. Let's do this one. Avian Dancer. A symbol. Golden Shovel. Or let's go with fire. What? What was that? Tap to study? This feels like Apollo all of a sudden. All over the rifle. Tap to study. Oh, the priory grants a space for meditation. The sprite's exotic motions are fuel for the lascivious, impish, and mischievous. They can lure misadventures. The rifle is loaded with angsty. Justice, judgment, test, temptation, rejection, bad omen. Ooh. Tap to study? Oh my god. Card Legend. The cosmic wheel spins forever between the folds of existence. It holds inside its clockworks every piece of reality that is yet to be defined. Battle plus water, the birth of a rival, the breeding of calamity. Battle, water, heart in the face of conflict. Battle, air, powerful direction, presence necessary to inspire. Battle plus earth. Oh my god, there's a lot of it. Maybe choose this one to study. Oh, ancient eye of former leader, allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. Quest plus earth, determination to do what's right. Community plus earth, backing from your peers, the cornerstone of success. Stagnation, earth plus earth, stagnation, the burn of too much luggage. Don't get it. Well, who's at my mail? I don't recognize who it is. Fortuna, not cool. I had to learn you. Not cool. I had to learn. You can get visitors now from other than you. I don't know if you are aware of the current state of things, but we need to talk. Patrice. Do I know a Patrice? Ah! Duh! An inquiry into values. Patrice is my sister. What am I talking about? God, that's so dumb of me. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What do you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school and my allowance is miserable. Dude, wait until you have reached the age to go to work, to start working. You would wish that you were still in high school. Trust me. You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was paid $2 a piece. But during those times, it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? Yeah, everything is more expensive now. I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. Ooh, he didn't have time to teach me much, besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. I love Grandma's yellow rice. Aw, you sure do, beautiful. I'll make some paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes! Yes, yes! Why do you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Ooh, goosebumps. Okay. Why'd you come to the US? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mom have to flee to France with me and your auntie Fortuna to escape from the fascists. Then we moved to the US. What are fascists? Ooh, interesting question. Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them or simply is different. Are there any fascists in the US? Too many, I'd say. Oh no, what are we going to do, Grandma? Don't worry about it. I'll protect you all. Aww. Yaya, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was on this very beach I saw your aunt for the last time. Ooh. It was here, where she died? I've told you 1,000 times, your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, yeah, I'm old enough already. But it is true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva. She gives me candy. Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine. Maria Fortuna. Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night, there was this beautiful meteor shower. So the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy. She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She's always had special powers. But this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Shh, Michael, it's alright. She's a good witch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then. No, she went to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why doesn't she come visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. Because she was exiled. She can't go. She can't leave. Aww. Patrice! Is that her? What? Dude, she looks so sick! What the hell? Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned. I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning on telling me you can't accept visitors? Things have been complicated. I didn't want to worry you until I figured out this mess. I didn't know I had to report my every movement to you. Things have been complicated. This is such a pattern. I don't know why you keep pushing me away when things get complicated. Gosh, she looks so sick! Oh, wow! What do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on. I've explained this to you too many times already. You are in. It's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my own problems your own. I want you to be my friend, not my mom. Although not even our mom intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changes your diaper and took you to school? Ah, not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and choreo of conversation? Fine. Aww. Reunion! How's work? How's Juliet doing? You still together? Ooh. Are you still checking on your descendants? Let's ask about our family first. Are you still checking in on your descendants? Nah, I got bored a couple of generations ago. It was important to me to veil over Maria, Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. And I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point, it lost all meanings, just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking to you, huh? Shut up. She's smiling. I know you too well. Frick. How's work? Stupendous, I'd say. While you've been gone, we've managed to become one of the most popular publications among many covens. I even started overseeing a side editorial about magical technology, which has been a hit among witches of the Machina cult. 10 modules you won't be able to live without once you've installed them in your Mac. I know. I'm not proud of those kinds of headlines, but they work wonders. I'm sure. I find them dumb too, but I gotta say, Cosmic Gazette's Top 5 Trinkets of the Week is one of my favorite sections. I know. We should stop trying to play it smart and embrace our love for random lists. For this year's special, we may even go full bait. Top 10 best lists in the cosmos. I'm looking forward to it. And to think I used to be the best-selling author back on Earth. Enough catching up. How's Juliet? Are you still together? No. That had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe it? Whoa, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All the freedom, the directionlessness. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but I'm not that kind to become anyone's conductor. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both, so in the end, her solution was to forego her freedom. From what she's told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches. The irony of immortality. Heh. Enough catching up. What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure. A Brahma. Ooh. An arbiter revised my sentence, that's all. Oh shit. Should we tell her? Well, I mean, she's our sister. Like, Fortuna was very close to her on Earth, and Patrice, from every information we've seen so far, I think Patrice is the kind of lady that would die for her sister. I think we're safe with Patrice. I hope this won't come back and bite me in the ass. Abrama, show yourself. Fine, show yourself, Abrama. Holy fuck, Fortuna. A motherfucking behemoth? Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks? What do you mean it talks? We behemoths fucking invented language. And I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to do to survive. I'm sorry I was desperate. Shit. I swear, I'm going to find Idana's corpse and give her a post-mortem kick in the ass. This is on her. I'm sorry. What's done is done. Now we have to figure out how to keep you alive. Because something this big is destined to leak. And I'm not about to let my little sister get wiped from existence. See? I was right about Patrice. We have to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors, see if we can get you in the running. Oh, Patrice, What? You're doing it again! Stop! This is my mess. I can't handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself into. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lesson. You may have been my big sister back on Earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. Ooh. What did you just say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You hurt me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want to get you involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. I just read the cards. Wait, it's your cards? What? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What? You're sorry now? What is going on? Oh shit, you're bone cancer. Oh shit. Oh my fucking life. Fortuna, easy. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, changes everything. What is going on? I'm not a reader. I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Edana's corpse visited me recently. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future. I'm deciding it. Forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my fate, no matter the forces behind it. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. True, everyone dies sometime. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then, you're right. You've always been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it, being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You wanted me back into your life so bad, you pulled me out of the depths embrace. Now, own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility is overwhelming. Listen, I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. But we're not on Earth anymore. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch. So what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it. Like that spider guy that Ava liked? Spider-Man? Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. It doesn't go like that. No? What? Let's see. It was something like, with great power comes great responsibility. Is that correct? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Spider-Man. Spider-Man, like, Spider-Verse Part 2 was so fucking good. I love it so much. Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. Ooh. What? No! Come on, we all have an expiry date, even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice! You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was immortal. It was weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. Alright. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. Aww. Ah, here we go again. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. You get reincarnated or whatever, you'll deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait, how does this new deck of yours work? For you, it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot. But I crafted this deck myself, capturing arcana inside the cards. So I can fine-tune my style of divination and don't need to be so dependent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow, cool. Okay, show me what you've got. Lustful Mermaid. A tide of salt, yearning, passion, happiness, courage, alliance. I like that. You will fall in love with a mortal poet and forsake your powers to be able to live and age next to them. Whoa! You are destined to go out in a cosmic orgy, your essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. You will get to witness the end of this universe and perish along with whoever remains to experience the end of it all. Oh, tricky! I like this one. Fall in love with a mortal poet. I like this one too. It was very poetic. It was very poetic, I think. I'll choose this one. You will get to witness the end of this universe and perish along with whoever remains to experience the end of it all. So you basically curse me with eternal life. Not quite. The universe will eventually end. That is an eternity, even by which standards? Well, excuse me for wishing you a long existence. I may die of boredom before fulfilling your prophecy, let me tell you. But I guess that watching reality come to an end might be quite an experience. Can't wait. Believe. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too, now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I can't keep producing new ones. The illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I composed them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Ah, here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No! I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Adana died and the coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but anyway. Clairvoyance isn't the only quality required to lead. We discovered I'm not a reader but a writer. The responsibility, Dahlia and Jasmine are already running. Clairvoyance? What does it mean? Ah, okay. Clairvoyance isn't the only quality required. I don't know shit about high politics. I'm not fit to rule. Your divination is the most crucial point. And I'm not talking about you running the coven as a dictator Adana was. You can surround yourself with a wise team. You can confer with the whole community even. But your judgment is what will ultimately set the direction for the coven. In any case, there's a more important reason to not run above all that. It enlightened me. Politics suck. True. I'd rather keep my life simple, free of all that shit. Really, how old are you, fucker? What's your problem? Leave me alone. No. Fuck you, Fortuna. I tolerate your I tolerate your shit, if we were mortals and we were at the mercy of world governments. But we're talking about your direct peers here, your sisters. We are just about 100 souls, and you have the power to save or doom us all. I won't let you look the other way. Do you really want a leader who doesn't care about politics? Fortuna, look, I'll deal with the boring stuff. I'll put together a team to handle bureaucracy and diplomacy, but you must run. Plus, you dragged me into this mess. That is witchhood. You owe me. Yikes. I guess I put you through some dire stuff numerous times. But I do this and we're even, okay? Plus, you'll do all the heavy lifting. Deal. For what it's worth, I honestly think you'd make a great leader. You're not the first one to tell me I'd make a great leader. You all are gonna make me believe I should do it. You should. You must. I'll help you. First order of business is to define a program. Oh my god, I'm gonna run for campaign. Jeez. I'm gonna go do some scouting, and I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide where we stand on the hottest topics. Okay, this is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order, relax a bit, and we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Cool. See you later. Bye. Bye. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air seal didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. I'd say Patrick adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So, shit is getting real. Are you excited? I'm more anxious than anything. As a matter of fact, I am. Not really, but I don't have a choice. After summoning a behemoth, this is child's play. True. This promises to be a fun ride, I see. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? Good idea, a friendly reunion before the race. No, game's on. Better to catch them off balance. Yeah, good idea. We don't want to lose friendships. You never know how gruesome things will get, and the three of us didn't have a chance to meet, just to hang out like old times, so do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. Aww. Okay. I thought he was gonna be mad. You don't have to worry. She's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on, you have a behemoth on your side and you were planning on not using me during the campaign? Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in her favor, you know? Okay. I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval. Absolutely. It may not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to lay down for a bit now. I need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Talk to you later. Ooh. You dream about you are reading a book with pages made of mirrors. Ooh. You can still read the text surfacing all over your face in the reflection. That's cool. It is a treatise that proves that the Big Bang Theory is a lie. When you close the book, the universe stops existing. Ooh, that's deep. It's her again. Oh no, this is Dahlia. Oh, Jasmine. Dear Fortuna, you wanted to see us, right? I'd love a get-together before the race starts. Let me know when it's a good time and I'll pick up Dahlia and come over to your place. Your friend, Jasmine. Let's do it. Ooh, they're here together. Hi. Ooh. Thanks for coming. It's been centuries since we got the three of us together. I don't know why we didn't do this right away. What's up, witches? And you bet, magic life can get so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Yeah, it makes me so happy to see the two of you together. Tell me about some adventure I missed. What did we do last time we met? We should plan a trip for when I regain my freedom. Yeah, should plan a trip. That's an incredible idea! You got her fired up already. Any idea where would you like to go? Zephrania, the city of blacksmiths. That sounds like a great trip, but I'd rather go for something less dark for my first time out. I've already wanted to visit the Deerfolk Kingdom. Ooh. My mentor, Yuena, always told me amazing stories about it. Oh, I'm in. I've heard they have some fine studs in their brothels. Excuse me? Talia! I'm sure you could use a bit of action too, Jasmine. Excuse me? I have a satisfactory sex life. What are you implying? I was just teasing you, silly. Really? By the way, are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool. More excited than anything. On the other hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end, the coven is going to be well looked after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the coven, so I truly believe my program is the safest bet. Just to be clear, I do think you'd make a lovely leader. But playing it safe is the death of progress, Jasmine. But aren't we all well already? We just need to iron out Adana's more abusive politics and put some love into the community. That's because the status quo benefits you. Think about all the novices and all the witches who don't fit into that orderly vision, myself included. My plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. It's not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided though. Think about when we had just ascended. We weren't in any shape to be making important decisions. I don't know about that. Age has its own setbacks. What do you think, Fortuna? Well, about that, I guess it's time I make my stance clear. I am running for leader myself. What? Oh my, but aren't you exiled? Patrice is gonna help me run the campaign. In fact, it was her who practically forced me into this venture. Okay, and what's your deal? I'm not really sure yet. We still have to define our program. But my sister is dead set on having my divination at the helm of the new government. That'd be quite an asset, alright? Have you really thought this through? I doubt a criminal has much of a chance at leadership. Whoa, that's a bit strong. I'm not a criminal, Jasmine. Part of the plan of becoming the next leader is to eradicate unfair punishments. So you actually wanted to meet us to declare war, huh? Not war. I just thought it'd be proper to let you know firsthand. I really think that no matter who wins, the future is bright. Yeah, that's what I like to think. But the stress of competing against you two is a bit overwhelming. Why don't we just use this opportunity to promise that no matter what, we'll still be friends after the race is over? No promises needed. I never had a doubt about it. Likewise, we will always be friends. Foreshadowing. Thank you. I don't know what I would do if I lost you. You won't. Oh, Dahlia. I love you. I love you too. I love you three. Fuck off. Okay, the next few weeks are about to get pretty busy. I'd better leave and start preparing my knives. Figuratively speaking, I understand. No, literally. I'm a daggersmith. That's what I do. No need to stab anyone, though. I hope. Oh my gosh. Okay, you two take care. Ah, okay. See you soon. Take care, both of you. Bye. Thanks for coming. That's Patrice, I think? Yeah. Fortuna, everything is set to go. Get your shit in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready and we'll review the program and campaign plan. Do it. Oh, she's flying on her cane. That is cool. How are you? Fine, relaxed, ready, focused, excited, eager to start, awful, anxious, terrified. Fine, relaxed. Good. Hold on to that fuel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? Yes, I did. How did they take it? I believe we're fine. All's good. They didn't show it, but I know they weren't happy. I believe we're fine. All's good. Really? We promise we'll always be friends, no matter what. Well, promises are promises. Fingers crossed. But I don't think the future will be that good. So corny. This is going to be the weirdest political race in the universe. Maybe all political conflicts should be handled with as much love as this one. Well, jury's still out on how well this is going to go. They're good friends. I'm sure this will be all I'm sure this will all be handled honorably. There's no honor in politics, only victory. Whatever. What now? Okay, allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. We have to define a program and a plan. First, we'll analyze our opponents and I'll interview you to see where we stand on the main issues. Then we'll sketch and review a program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election Congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. All clear? Yes. Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of a coven? Yup. You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Do you need me to explain them to you? I know about them, you can skip the explanation. I've heard about them, but explain it to me again, please. So, punishment, I know, law enforcement, forbidden arts, remember, mortal affairs, remember that. I know about them. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals then. Who do you want to start with? Jasmine. Understood. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution, circa 1800. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. She's a young witch in the eye of the eldest, medieval and ancient witches, but not so alien as us contemporanean witches with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global lunacies. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witches. Her politics are a liberal revision of Idana's, removing the most tyrannical mechanism by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism and personal enterprise, free from so many duties and the fear of failure. Whoa, how'd you manage to get all that information in so little time? Enjoying the perks of having a journalist sister now, huh? Now focus. Her program to achieve this is judgment will be performed by a quorum of the 4 eldest witches in agreement of the leader. I remember that. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should a witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the coven. I'm not entirely agree with this one, because if the action if the action is severe enough, I don't think we should give that person a warning and just immediately expel them. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start anew elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts, she won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then, for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection and guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that will be determined by the quorum of the eldest. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the coven's interests in mind, and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. And of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Idana's corpse so we all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's program. Sure. Okay, so judgment, law enforcement, Bernards. I remember all this. Done? Done. Perfect. So, tell me now, what do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. These lax policies will incentivize foul play. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Individualism will fracture the community. Tradition and coven culture will vanish in this setup. So for me, it's not the law enforcement. It's not this one either. Benefits, it's not. I think the problem is individualism. Yeah. Individualism will fracture the community. Absolutely. And a fractured sisterhood is a weak sisterhood. And no sisterhood at all, we could say. That should weaken Jasmine's support and snatch many voters from her side. If we propose a sensible alternative. Good. Now to assess the candidate herself. Let's use your privileged info on Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She's extremely intelligent and manipulative. She's a pillar of the community, her appearance, innocence, and frailty. Her resourcefulness, her charming mother-like aura. I don't think she's manipulative. Intelligent, I agree. Pillar of the community, yes. Resourcefulness, yeah. She's charming, sure. This one I don't agree with. Manipulative. She's either a pillar of a community or resourcefulness. I'll go with this one, resourcefulness. She always manages to find a way out of any problem. True. Plus, her garden provides her with a great variety of tools to deal with just about any situation. She has many contacts and smart ideas. That's right. She's going to be hard to corner, I see. But when it comes to resourcefulness, I believe you have the upper hand. I mean, you got yourself a new deck while exiled, and what a deck. Yeah, maybe. Took me a couple of centuries, though. Whatever, let's focus on the present. Now to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakest point? I mean, maybe innocence and my guess would be gullible. Her anxiety, she gets stressed easily. Envy, compassion, easy to intimidate. Vanity, she worries too much about appearance. None of these. Oh gosh. Anxiety, probably. Compassion. No, compassion is good. Easy to intimidate. Oof, that's one ugly road you're suggesting. But should the situation get desperate for us, we could try and scare her into place. Oh, I don't like that. Nothing aggressive, of course, but there are many ways to produce threats and fears to throw her off her game. I feel so bad doing this. Yeah, same. Me and you, Fortuna. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about you, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clean victory. I don't think there's gonna be a clean victory about this. Focus on bringing your best game and I won't have to push any ugly buttons. Talk about pressure. Shall we go over Dahlia now? Yeah, sure. Ooh, she looks so cool in this picture. Dahlia is not from Earth. Ooh, really? On our home planet, politics have evolved and twisted more than anything anywhere else in the explored universe. She comes from the demonic desertlands, where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainship are primary form of organization, even nowadays. I'm not saying to underestimate her, but we can expect her not to be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of a political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworld's. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be collectivizing the coven's duties and responsibilities, distributing the coven's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. Her program to achieve this is judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in a community, this compact we should have to account for every member's input, regardless of their background and preparation. So basically, Dahlia's point of view for judgment is that everyone should vote and agree with a certain crime. I agree with that. Enforcement, none whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. I don't agree with that at all. And should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of the arbitrator office. Her point being that we don't need to police ourselves when we already have the magical pact. That's not true. Forbidden arts allow free access to any kind of magic and control them through education, not banning. Mortal affairs cut all ties with mortals. Dahlia believes we're too privileged to be messing with people's lives. She thinks we should leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Which duties? Magical tax. Have every member of the coven share a percentage of their magic output to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes we should scatter Adana's remains so more witches can ascend and our coven can become more diverse. As you can see, Dahlia is betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, I must say. I agree! What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. Expose her naivety? Is that how you say faith in good intentions is ridiculous? I agree. Horizontalism will make us slow and clumsy. Point out the failure of communism on Earth. Spotlight the primitive societies of her homeworld. Yeah, expose her naivety. Good one. The ideal community she wants to paint a picture of isn't a reality. We'll focus on conveying that to the rest of the coven. Okay, now, let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge about your rival. What would you say is Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma, the confidence she projects. She embodies the winds of change. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. Her determination, she's battle ready. She's the most virtuous, the most incorruptible of us all. I'd say her determination. Indeed, Dahlia is going to be the hardest to throw off her game. Impossible to intimidate or overwhelm. She's likely to force us to be on defense rather than offense when dealing with her. We can't expect to beat her on those grounds, but we need to at least aim to match her determination to get a bite of her cake. It promises to be tough, but I believe in you. Alright, what about her weaknesses? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? She's very impulsive, impatient, and gets angry easily. Dahlia is very green when it comes to debating politics and philosophy. Very radical, lacks diplomacy. Least astute of the lot, easy to trick, making daggers the least valuable asset offered by a candidate. I think it's either this one or this one. Let's see, radical diplomacy. I would say she's very green when it comes to debating. That's a very exploitable flaw. We should aim to have as many exchanges with Dahlia as possible and defeat her dialectically. Send as many challenging questions as we can her way. Force her to make public statements on hairy topics. She is likely to sabotage herself if we overwhelm her with complex dilemmas. Is this really necessary? It's your call, but if we don't explore your opponent's flaws, it'll make it less likely for you to become the next leader. Politics are ugly, I know. But also, let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rivals. Friends or not, I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. I'm already regretting this. But sure, whatever. I'll handle it. Alright, now for the third candidate. What? There's more? Of course, no one told you? Don't tell me it's Peppermancer. I love that girl so much. No? Who is it? Is it, what's her name again? Greasy? No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she is a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who it is already. Come on. Caprice, I don't know. Okay, I don't know this witch. The historian witch. The eldest witch, in our coven. She precedes even Idana. Oh, Caprice is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. Ooh. Ancient. She has an infallible memory. All events get registered inside her tree rings. Ooh. She's been a really valuable source for the Cosmic Gazette. Caprice has helped us many times with our articles. Thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently, Caprice isn't a fan of change and isn't happy with the direction Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the coven. So, for the first time, she's running for leader. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Dana left them. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Adana's corpse as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction for the coven. Runic judgment, exile, banning. Exploited at the coven's convenience. Strict quarterly controls. Wow, fuck Caprice. Fuck a program in any case. I know Caprice personally, and she is very kind of helpful. But yes, no one wants the ghost of Adana to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest. But I wouldn't underestimate her. Caprice has this special mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine to Caprice. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Caprice and keep her in check, it all should be fine though. Understood. Alright, are you ready to start defining our program? Do you want to take a break? Nah, let's get this over let's get this over with. Alright. We'll go over every point, assets or options, make some choices, and when we have a first draft, we can review any aspect to iron out the program. It's okay to borrow some ideas you may fancy from your rivals, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. Okay, first point, judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to form a quorum of the eldest. Dahlia wants to introduce judgment by referendum. Caprice wants to keep Adana's runic judgment. What is runic judgment again? Oh, she consulted to the gods and seek their judgments, I think. What type of judgment do you prefer? Ponder runic judgment, ponder quorum of the elders, ponder referendum. Yeah, referendum. Isn't Dahlia's idea of dividing all the power among members via referendum a beautiful idea? It is beautiful, indeed. It would be something far-fetched for a bigger society, but provided the coven stays within the hundreds, it's feasible. It'd still be quite cumbersome, and we need to keep in mind that the most popular option isn't always what's truly best. But it will always keep the majority satisfied. Will this make us weaker but happier? I can't tell. It's never been done before in a coven that I know of. Okay, so what type of judgment do you prefer? Oh, I see. Ponder runic judgment. Is there something interesting about runic judgment? That is completely off the table. It would imply conserving Adana's corpse, and I doubt you want that. Yeah, you're right. Adana needs to be wiped out of our lives. Okay, so this is the same. Quorum of the elders. Jasmine's idea about forming a quorum of the oldest, wisest, which is maybe the most sensible approach. It's not a bad idea, no. Even if we don't get along too well with the elders, they are indeed the most powerful and knowledgeable of the coven. On the other hand, even if it removes the tyranny of Adana from the system, it still leaves all power in the hands of a few, and not a very diverse lot at that. But that's almost an innate quality about power. It creates inequality by definition. Anyway, okay. Try come up with a new option. Let's see what's the new option over here. Maybe there's another option to manage the coven? Something fair but effective? What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic. But leaving all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I'm thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power, appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture, well, basically it's like Earth. Anything really, set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministers will work along with the leader, but they would have the last word on their respective competences, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. And how would these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper, and it would be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter. But this will probably breed many power struggles within the coven, fighting for these positions or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. Yeah, I see. Not that the other options don't have downsides. I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think it is still worth giving it a shot if you like it. If you're at the helm, I'm sure you run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You're a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decided to go with. So, having said that, yeah, I prefer ministry over referendum right now. Let's say this person used forbidden magic, then 2 votes. It's like, yeah, there's two options. One is exiled and one is execution. Even though we know that exile is more humane than execution. But if the votes for execution are higher, then we would have to do it. With ministry system, like people would try to become a ministry, and maybe we will have inequality in that group. Maybe I was just overthink it. Just gonna go with referendum. I'm going with my instinct. Let's go with referendum. Gotcha. Now, to law enforcement, these are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dahlia advocates for amicable agreements supported by the arbitrage office. Caprisa wants to keep exile as punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? Fuck exile. Ponder warning leading to expulsion. Jasmine's solution of letting witches accumulate strikes and, in the event they fail to behave, expelling them from the coven seems quite humane. It's not a bad idea. It doesn't rob anyone of their freedom, and the ultimate punishment is like ultimate freedom, actually. If you don't fit here, just find a coven to match your philosophy or stay independent. On the other hand, it's exploitable. Witches will be able to cross the line several times without any consequences before they gather too many strikes. Agree! I agree! Like, it depends on the severity of the action. And then they'll be trapped into behaving ideally or losing membership. In any case, it's not like they can just go and kill another witch. The magical pact stands above our warning system. The warnings allow for mischief, but I guess it's tolerable. Not all witches are going to be ill-willed. Ponder amicable resolution. Dahlia's idea about believing in amicable resolution may seem naive, but what is there to police, really? If we already have the arbitrage office. It's ideal and quite beautiful to trust in our sisters' ability to coexist. But the arbitrage office only really covers the magical pact. Shouldn't we have a way to mediate more mundane conflicts within the coven? True. The arbitrage office won't appear in issues like who has rights over a newly discovered domain or who should be responsible for a common project gone wrong. What do we do in those cases? I guess that Dahlia would leave that in the hands of a referendum. We could do the same. That could lead to a mob mentality. Popular witches will hold a lot of power. Yeah, maybe. What about the new option? I have trouble feelings towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. It keeps law and order through fear, but we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies? Not that, but hey, that may be an idea. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members or, God forbid, sending them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Okay, I prefer that. Tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping the explorers, whatever is needed, really. We could pull that off, yeah. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, it's not. But it'll benefit the community in the long run, definitely. Alright? Okay, definitely go with that. Community service. Let's go with community service. Understood. Next is forbidden arts. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine and Caprisa want to continue banning whatever they deem dangerous. Dahlia wants to give free access to any kind of magic, but to enforce education so we all know what we're dealing with. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? Ponder banning. So far, the policy on banning dangerous arts has kept us safe. True. I know, it's quite hypocritical on my part to even consider banning since I summoned a behemoth myself. But it's precisely because I've experienced it that I'm aware of the implication of turning to forbidden magic. It's not so much a matter of the dangers of these arts, but of them falling into the wrong hands. Powerful or dangerous arts could be a great asset for the coven, but opening doors to use them may lead to some catastrophic consequences. I don't have strong opinions on this point. Your call. It's a waste that our coven can't benefit from some of the most powerful arts, even if they're dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't grant access instantly, but we could open them up gradually as we educate our members on the implication and responsibilities of each spell. It's a bit risky, but it'll make us way stronger in the long run. Maybe? I'm not well versed on this topic, so I'll trust your judgment. How do you want? Okay. Yeah, what is the new option here? There must be some middle ground between banning and free access. Some summonings or spells can save lives. They could even protect us from major evils. There's much to achieve with the careful application of some of the forbidden arts. So, what about extending permits? Make it so a witch can apply to have access to certain spells or rituals, and if the coven deems the applicant's purpose and aptitude appropriate, allow them to make use of them. That is an interesting compromise. You know more about forbidden arts than I do, so I'll go with whatever you think is better. That does sound better. Permit. Like, it's not like we give access to all forbidden arts. It's just some of them, and they will have to go to us, go to the ministry, right? Or the leader, I don't know, to for those people to estimate the level of dangerous versus the level of helpfulness of that forbidden art. So I think that's a great policy. Let's go with permit system. Well, it's better than giving free access. Wonderful. Now, onto moral affairs. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties. She believes that we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them and just let them be. Patrice wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance? Ponder guidance. So far, the coven has been exploiting mortals under Adana's command. Maybe it's time we repay the service mortal societies have been inadvertently offering us. That's a good angle, although taking care of them entails many responsibilities, as well as needing time and resources. We'll be giving up some of our coven's momentum to charity. Yeah. Not that that's necessarily bad, but it's something to bear in mind if we choose this option. I see. To be honest, I don't care much about mortals or Earth or whatever other society in this universe. And if you think about it, I believe most people would prefer to not have witches meddling with their lives. Yeah, maybe. On the other hand, we would forfeit many valuable resources. Mortals have been a great source of magic power and inspiration for our coven. Yeah, like some of the witches come from Earth, right? However, cutting ties will also cut all the shady practices and wrongdoing some witches have been pushing on mortals. And to some extent, it'll let us focus on our own affairs instead of dealing with petty disputes over humans. Exploitation? Should we continue exploiting mortals? I mean, it's not like we were putting them through a grinder and exporting canned people. They aren't aware of this exploitation to begin with. Some of them are even happier thanks to some spells our coven has cast on their communities. It's the most powerful position, to be honest. Ideas are beautiful, but truth be told, our coven benefits a great deal from our current relationship with mortals. To keep exploiting them is objectively good for the coven, but morally dubious for many witches. It could be a tough sell among some voters. I can work with either option, depending what you want to bet on. So, what is the new option? What else could we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some iteration on our rivals' ideas would feel uninspired or derivative. What about this? We reviewed the existence of witches to mortals. I don't think that's a good idea. No, don't do that. Whoa, coming out strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally gray, since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept: truth. It'll definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need. That is beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has a troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. Oh yeah, Salem. They burnt poor innocent women. True. What can they really do about the real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can't hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. Hey, you're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things, but sure, that could make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. What's your stance? Oh gosh. Guiding mortals will waste our resources, but it will help them be happier. Cutting ties would mean cutting all resources on Earth as well, so that's a no. Exploiting mortals, even though cutting ties, I think that's a kind of a good idea because mortals don't want their lives to be interfered with. Exploiting is like making them our slaves or something. Oh, this one's tough. Revealing our existence, that's a no. I don't think that's a good idea. It's like revealing werewolves and vampires and ghosts, those kind of monsters to the world. I don't think that's a good idea. So this one, it's a no. Guiding will waste our resources. This is a tough one. Ooh, exploiting. Sounds so cruel. Let's go with exploiting mortals. Roger that. Let's talk about witch duties. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the coven's best interest in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some sort of magical tax, have every witch share some of their magic output for common projects. Patrice wants to keep Adana's quarterly controls. What are we going to do? The coven's been pretty burdened for centuries now with Adana's abusive control. I don't know if complete freedom is a wise option, but it is an option that our sister will welcome with open arms. Should it fail to work for whatever reason, we could always review it in the future. Unless we discover our community is extremely proactive and they pitch in voluntarily, it's certain we'll fall behind other covens in just a few decades. But maybe it's not all about power and competition, and we could turn this into a more independent, laid-back association. In any case, my analysis is that this will weaken us in the long run. So, magical tax. Maybe interesting to adopt Dahlia's idea of a magical tax. Doesn't require any specific actions to serve the coven, and it's pretty fair since we'll be asking for a percentage of every witch's magical output, whatever form that takes. No one should be worried about failing controls. You can go about your existence however you want, provided you contribute to the coven's magical reserve. It'll also open a door for us to attempt some ambitious projects, since that much energy from so many witches will be a tremendous asset to work with. It'll drag down personal development, though. Our sisters are used to having their full magical reserves to invest in their personal enterprises. So in the end, it's a matter of putting collectivism over individualism. Having said that, I know it'll be controversial to keep Adana's quarterly control, but from what I've heard, it puts our coven well ahead of our friends and foes, right? Yes, that is true. Right now, it's the strongest option to keep our coven at the top of its game. It comes at the cost of sacrificing personal happiness. But if you want to lead a powerful coven, this is your best bet. Being the best may be overrated though, if the price is our members' well-being. It all depends on what your objectives are. We can make either point work in our favor, whatever you prefer. What's the new option? There must be another way to make our coven stronger without abusing our members and without degrading the spirit of being a community. In all the years you've spent in this coven, what would you say has helped you bring your A game the most? Demand? Inspiration? Sharing resources? Oh, I know. Mentorship. My mentor, Yuana, has been a cornerstone in my development as a witch. What do you say we institute a mentorship program? That's a great idea. Right now, one of the most pressing issues within our coven is the powerful gap between novices and elders. It'll help to tighten the relationship between different generations of witches too. I like it. But this idea will be way better received among novices than elders. Old witches won't be really getting anything out of this deal, so it'll be a tough sell for the less charitable conservatives. The mentorship is something that requires a lot of time and work, so it'll get in the way of many of the elders' plans. You yourself will be forced to take on some apprentices. Think about what that will mean for your lifestyle. I see. Well, too bad, because I think that's a good idea. To see what will happen if Fortuna doesn't have a successor. Is that what it's called? So she'll need apprentices. I think it's a great idea. Mentorship. Do it. Let's go with the mentorship program. Understood. And finally, we have the issue of what to do with Adana's corpse. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants the coven to devour her corpse. That way we will all absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Dahlia wants to scatter her remains, give them back to the cosmos. That way, more witches will be able to ascend, and we will become more numerous and diverse. Patrice wants to conserve Adana's corpse, to consult with her and keep using her as a channel to talk to the gods. What do you want to do with Adana's corpse? Devouring Adana's corpse is tempting. We will all instantly become more powerful and prepared to confront these times of change. Yes? No witty remarks? Not that I mind welcoming more witches, but becoming more powerful will sure come in handy for my job. Yeah, that's the debate. I will support you no matter what you choose. Just bear in mind that advocating for devouring her will earn us the sympathies of the conservatives and discomfort from the novices, and vice versa. Maybe we should scatter Adana's remains. I mean, power for the sake of the power is a bit pointless, and allowing more women to ascend and become witches seems the more humane thing to do. You're probably right. Opening the gates to potentially double our size is definitely stir some chaos in these times of change. But who cares? There's also power in numbers. Just bear in mind that advocating for scattering Adana's remains will earn us the sympathies of the novices and discomfort from the elders, and vice versa. So, Caprisa wants to keep Adana's corpse as some sort of creepy advisor? That's right. Fuck that. I don't want to ever see those golden masks ever again in my life. Fuck Adana so hard. Fuck Adana, alright? Good riddance. What do you want? Okay. What's the new option? What if? Nah, that's too much. Spit it out. We're brainstorming here. A wild idea could lead to something interesting. What if only the leader gets to eat Adana all by herself? I don't like that. What if you hoard Adana's power all to yourself? You're saying? Yes, becoming some sort of a super leader. If it becomes a tradition, whoever is in charge will become more and more powerful with each generation, inheriting all the power of their predecessors, working towards a godlike figure who can safeguard the coven from any evil. I don't like that one. That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan. But if you manage to pull it off, you will become extremely fucking powerful. I don't want to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You will be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. I'll support you if that's what you want. No, I'll go with scattering her remains. Let's go with scattering her remains. Alright, that's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole now. This program is unique enough. I believe we are offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? Oh god. So, judgment? Referendum? Should I go for referendum or ministry system? Oh gosh. Oh, okay. I just found a loophole of this referendum method system right here. What if the number of the member of the coven is even? If we make them vote, what if it's like a tie? Then what happens? See, there's a loophole in it. So I will say I want to review some point. May want to review some point. So sure, take your time. What points would you like to change? Judgment. Ministry. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Law enforcement, community service. I think that's a good one. Permit system. Yeah, fair. Exploit. Oh gosh. I feel bad for exploiting them though. What happens if we reveal our existence? It's the wording. Exploit is a strong word. Okay. I'll choose reveal our existence. I hope mortals will be understanding and willing to cooperate with witches. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, I'm done. This program is unique enough. I believe we're offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Oh yeah, they say revealing the existence of witches might cause a lot of debates, a lot of controversy. Let's do this. I hope this mortar affairs policy won't give us the bad ending. I'm happy with this program. Let's move on. Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. You're going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. But most importantly, I'm gonna need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. I'd rather do this without slogan. Yeah, let's do a slogan. Finally, something fun. It's been fun all the way for me so far. You're really enjoying yourself behind that haughty pose, huh? You bet. What would you like to use as a slogan? Make our coven great again. Oh. What a flashback, you guys. What a flashback. Take fate into thy hands. Stronger together, a real sisterhood, a very happy coven. Stronger together. I like that. Let's do stronger together. Very simple, but it does the job. I don't know. It's what any coven would aspire to, isn't it? That's why we're in a coven to begin with. Yes, simple is good. A slogan is all about marketing and needs to sell the idea of a better future. Stronger and together are both quite desirable terms. Good choice. We're almost done. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that, we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here, to do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. I just want all this to be over. Same. A few weeks, couple of months at max, and this will be but a memory. You've done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose the poster yourself? Do I have a choice? Nope, not really. You're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. That looks so cool. Then let's do it simple. I can't delete it. I don't know why. It's been bothering me. Let's hide it. Background wise. I see. Not too but this one pops. Yeah, I'll go with this one. No hearts, please. No hearts. Oh, what's this? What's this? Looks kind of cool. How about that? Yeah, I like that. Let's do it. What do you think? Pretty cool. You can never have too many stars on a political poster. Should I give it another try? No, it's good. I like it. It's powerful in a very unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. We should send this to a museum once the race is over. Ha, shut up. Great. We are ready to win this race. Finally. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win this thing? Wow. What? That would be cheating. Why did we put in this much work then? Yes, it's been on my mind this whole time. That would be cheating, honestly. Is it really? I'm sure the others are going to be using all their skills to get ahead. You just happen to be overpowered, but that's life. I don't know. Doesn't come without its risks though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's not going back. We could assure a victory, but we could also doom us and make all of our efforts futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I'd say. But if you want to remove the anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I'm in. Ooh. I would read the cards. Alright, game on. Let's draw a card. Yes! I can't get enough of your divination. It's already so thrilling. It's always so thrilling. Let's hope this thrill pays off. This reading is going to be nerve-wracking. More than reading into your sister's death? Yes. Ouch! Reading into your end was more like morbid curiosity, whereas this card is about to seal the outcome of many weeks of effort. You're right, I'm nervous too. Hit it! Oh, Moonsword. That's a great one. We will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied throughout many magical communities. I like that. Compressor will win. It'll bring some dark times for the coven. This one, of course. We will win. Our coven will become so successful that our program will be copied throughout many magical communities. Jackpot! It feels so weird to write my absolute victory. Just enjoy it, damn it. What now? We just wait, arms crossed, to have the leadership of the coven handed to us. Now you have fun. You can enjoy the campaign knowing that no matter what you say or do, you will get to win. Fun, huh? I'll try. Okay, we will win, apparently. Since we know the outcome already, now it's all about the theatrics. I guess so. The feeling is similar to when I got to know my own end. It removes a lot of pressure from the very act of existing. We just play our part and wait to see the fireworks. Don't you like the feeling? Can see the appeal? Now it's all a game. I regret it. I'd rather have the uncertainty. Not really. I can see the appeal. Right, right? I think I need to rest for a bit now. Oh, gonna go home, take a bath, get my thoughts in order. When I come back, our next mission will be to form a team and start actually doing things. Okay, I'll be here.